Now, let me ask you folks, why is it important to ask for donations from donors? What are the other reasons that you could, right? A big reason mentioned by many of you all was diversification, right? Retail donors help you to ensure that NGOs are not too dependent on a single source or few sources. Very, very critical. It helps you to diversify funding sources. Second is stability, right? Retail donors are more stable, more long-lasting compared to any other form of donors. And even if you lose a few donors, even if you lose even 20% of your donors, you could get 20% other donors who did not donate to you last year very, very easily. Very, very easily, especially if you're dealing with a large number of donors, at least in the hundreds, if not the thousands, right? On the other hand, foundations or corporates are not going to donate to you beyond a certain time. Sometimes some of them have time periods, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years. Some of them, even when they have the agreements for 3 years, will probably want to renew their commitments to you every year. A corporate does not make a profit. A corporate changes its strategy. They're not likely to give to you, right? And as a result of that, you are not going to get donations. Even if you lose a donor, a corporate donor, you know that it is a 6 to 9 month time frame cycle before you can actually get another donor. Third is unlimited, right? CSR will give you 2% only. Individuals which, if engaged well, will not only give much more, because on average, they don't give more than 0.12 to 0.2% of their income today. 0.1 to 0.2% of their income is what they give today, right? So they have a lot of ability to give higher without affecting their lifestyles. And if they like you, they don't have any time limit. More than that, they can give you across generationally, right? A lot of times we see that parents who are here, children in the US, tend to give to the organization that their parents are giving. So you have the opportunity for multi-generational giving as well. Fourth is fundraise. Retail donors provide you with an amazing base of individuals who will fundraise for you, who will refer other donors to you, right? In no other category will you get this kind of benefit, where people are referring you to other places. And not only will they refer you to individuals, they could also refer you to corporates and foundations. And last and not, one of the most important thing why you're doing an activity is to bring about some change in community, some change in your society, right? And if you could get partners, if you could get ambassadors for your change, if you could get people who buy into your cause, then the multiplier effect of all of these people is far more than what you alone can achieve. And that's the advantage that we get from retail donors. We get individuals who will support organizations in the best way, talk about a problem, and bring in resources that money can never buy. Right? As an example, I'd like to talk about a creche in Bombay, an NGO which runs creches at building sites. And it's the law, but many builders are not providing the facility, the funds, the space for such a creche. Now, the NGO had a donor who knew the municipal commissioner of Bombay. And because the municipal commissioner then again kind of, in a sense, ordered or requested the builders, they all came up and gave, space and money for the creche. Now, this is something no amount of money can actually buy, right? This kind of influence, this kind of ability to reach out cannot be bought. But if you have donors who believe in your cause, who engage with you, this is what an individual donor can help accomplish beyond funds that we all want.